Hi there. We didn't see you.
Welcome to Miller Time with the hosts.
Absolutely. We're going to use this session as a Q&A, or this time as a Q&A session, I should say.
Because the Q&A we did a while back, y'all didn't catch because we accidentally put it on time lapse in a future video.
Yeah, when we first got, you're on a GoPro now, so the last video that you have seen filmed on a phone was when we put the rear end in blue. Everything past that has been on a GoPro Hero 8. So we're going to do this again. So would you like to start us off with who you are? A little bit about you.
I'm Christian. I come with a background of auto mechanics. I've grown up in a shop since I was the age of 6 doing transmissions with my stepfather. Before that, I was doing hardwood floors, or pretty much any type of flooring you would want to do, or could do, with my father since the age of 3 up until age of 16 or 17. Got more miles on me than the regular 23-year-old. Not much more to me.
Am I older than you?
By a couple months. Born in April.
Wow. Well, listen, when I was your age, you know what we did with it. Oh God, it's great.
Still taller, bitch.
Still stronger, bitch. You can look down on me all you want, but that just makes it easier to pick you up. My name is Preston. I'm 24 years old. I've been using this channel for the better part of, I want to say 2.5, 3 years. Started off as a cooking channel, and then it moved. It just kind of morphed into whatever I wanted. But now we've rebranded. I've actually gotten rid of all the old cooking videos. It's only mechanical stuff now. I am currently I'm an electrical trainee in a steel mill, hoping to become a full-fledged electrician soon. My background is I like working on cars. I've never really done it. Well, I did it professionally, I guess. I was an assistant for about 6 months at a shop in Hoover. I really like working on cars. Most of the shots you've seen have been at my house. Blue is going to be my personal rod. You know, like I'm obviously gonna. It's the channel's car, but it's my personal hot rod. Duke is really going to be a full-fledged channel car. Everything about Duke is going to be up to us and y'all. So, I've done water treatment. I've done, you know, body work on cars and stuff like that. I did residential electrical for like 2-3 years, something like that. But that's my background. I just really like working on vehicles, and I like to learn as much as I can. Luckily, I got somebody that knows a bunch about them to learn me along the way. Why don't you tell them about what you got going on?
Got a 93.5 hard body that's about to get LS swapped with a 408E and 456 gears with a limited slip, but
You are going to run 456s in it? God. Okay.
you're gonna be mean in that 8 mile, I told you.
It's going top 6 in the 8th mile.
I got them 410s that are in that hard body and I can swap over to the carrier, but we're gonna try them 456s first.
Okay.
I've got old Betsy that you'll see in a future episode. You might be able to see her in the background with old Pseudo.
You can't see Pseudo.
You know, but Pseudo's in front of her nonetheless.
Yeah, Pseudo's there in spirit.
Yeah, she's not necessarily a hot rod, but she will be having her upgrades within the next year or so.
Pseudo is my 2007 Toyota Yaris that you guys saw in the Wheel Hub video.
Corners on a dime.
It does now. It used to not.
No, she was wanting the 3-wheel for a minute.
Maybe that's why I kept hearing skirts, is because it kept like changing the angle on that one tire.
You had instant camber change.
It was high tech. That's what it was.
Yeah. Front rear steer, he had instant camber change. Not recommended.
It was fun though. Kept you awake at night.
Until you turn the radio up. Then you can hear shit.
That's why I had that Bluetooth speaker.
Well,
I say we, but he also has an 83 RX-7 that we have named Rattlesnake. That's going to be a fun one.
yeah, not sure on what's going to happen with that one yet, but hoping rotary powered, but we will see for sure.
I'm kind of wanting Duke to end up rotary powered because I think that'd be kind of sick.
He just won't use the 12A that's in the old Rattlesnake.
I don't want it carbureted, man. I mean, if we're
We
gonna
can
do
do
it.
we can do EFI. You can put a Holly EFI throttle body on it.
I mean, yeah, but I just if they were good for power, I feel like
They're good. You can make power on it.
on the 12A.
Yes.
I mean, we can try it. I mean,
we
I'm
can do a
down
draw through carburetor on it.
with it. You were just talking
Or
about
draw
EFI.
through. Yeah, but if you didn't want to do the EFI right then, we could do the carburetor, put it on the intake side of the turbo. It'll draw through the carburetor, through the turbo, and then into it, and still be a boosted application.
One of the big things is videos may be sporadic at times. We're trying to keep a schedule. I know we had a section where we uploaded 3 videos, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, like back to back to back every week. But some of them may be a little bit longer. Some of them may be, if we just film a lot in a certain amount of time, we may just have a couple weeks where we just put videos out every week. But the truth of it is, we're both young and we only have so much money.
And time.
And time. I mean, the only
Full-time
time we
jobs.
can work is every other Saturday. But we would like to eventually make this a full-time gig. If we can get to where this is a full-time gig, the possibilities are limitless.
You will see us at a lot of places with some pretty cool cars, hopefully.
We are planning on hitting Clearson Cars 2023 in November. I would love, once Blue is good, I want to hit the ice cream cruise.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to go to the ice cream cruise for years.
If we turbo Duke, that or if we have Rattlesnake, that would be nice if we could get Rattlesnake.
Rattlesnake would be great. Rattlesnake and Blue rolling up.
I have a Corvette motor that we could stuff off in there right now.
I thought you were putting that in the Nissan.
I've got LT1 out of you remember the wagon you said you saw that you liked?
Yeah.
I've got, it's LT1, it's the same motor they put in the 90s model Corvette.
That's it.
Then I've got an LS that's going into, or not Duke, but the Mule. Mule's going LS.
Yeah, Mule's going LS. I was thinking Malibu.
No, Malibu.
Why don't you tell us about the Mule? I don't think they've heard about the Mule yet. Not much.
It was my grandfather's truck that I sadly ran the hell out of, and yeah, that it hurts me a little bit, but I tore her up.
Some of it wasn't your fault. Somebody rear-ended you.
Yeah,
Right back
somebody
into you.
sideswiped the ass into my truck backing out of a driveway because they were playing Pokemon Go. And if you're watching this, you still owe me the money that you said you were going to pay me. You only paid me $250, and I gave you a $1,300 estimate on fixing her. And in a snowstorm, I decided to go driving and went down in a little embankment and took out a tree and totaled the front, which has been fixed. But he looks like what's his name from Goonies? Yeah, he got one eye that hangs a little bit down, saying, "Hey, you guy."
Like that Ozark I had? That little four-wheeler?
Yeah, but you open the hood, you can see the damage for sure.
I just want to sound like I know what I'm talking about, sometime. In about 5 years, I'll be able to talk about my truck and my truck alone.
I'll have you whipped up by the end of the year.
It's November. It's mid-November.
Give me to the end of the year.
You're placing a lot of confidence. We talk about Miatas, I got you.
I'll learn you something.
You're gonna learn me?
I'll learn you something.
We talk about Miatas, I can, I'll go up and down all day long on them things, but
Yeah, I don't know shit about them little Japanese
Talk
sports
shit about
cars.
them.
I'm not talking shit. I'd like to have one.
I would too. Channel car?
I think we could
Channel car
afford-
next year? Or maybe in 24?
Let's give it 24.
24? Alright. So, we've got plans. I mean, honestly, if somebody gave us an unlimited amount of money, I think between the two of us, we could easily build 100 different cars. And that's before we even talk to each other.
And it would be nice if I could build a couple and give them away.
I love that. Oh yeah, if we hit the lottery, we're definitely doing a giveaway. So just find a subscriber and like tell us your dream car. Here you go.
67 Chevelle SS, all original, nothing special, but I want it powder blue.
Powder blue.
Powder blue.
Stripes or no stripes?
I wouldn't do stripes. She'd be a plain Jane SS.
I respect it. I respect it.
Probably be the only car I'd have that I would leave original.
There is one car that I would own that would stay bone stock.
What would that be?
A 1964-65 Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah, we did talk about that. And if I had one, she'd be low and or not. She wouldn't be low and slow. She'd have a little
Get up and go.
Porsche motor in her. Probably some twin turbo action.
It would no longer be air cooled. I'll say that much.
No, it would be air cooled.
There's no shot you're
The
gonna twin
Porsches,
turbo it.
the Porsches are air cooled. You can twin turbo.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like you'd have to have some kind of like better venting. If you're talking about going from a 1.5 to like a fucking 2.5.
It would have scoops in the front and the rear direct air.
There you go.
But it's not. It'll be air cooled.
At that point, just fucking run it through a radiator.
Yeah, there's no water passages. I'd have to go to a way later 9/11 block. I'm not doing all that.
I forgot the Porsche used to be air cooled.
Yeah. If we had the money and the channel was big enough, we could go buy Adam's GT3 that they totaled out.
We'd go buy Crystal.
I don't want Crystal.
You don't want
meth.
Crystal?
No, I don't
Crystal
want Crystal.
methane?
Yeah.
But right now, as it stands, Blue's got the CD009, or maybe the earlier generation of that.
It's the first generation studio.
Not quite as strong as the preferred, but it's going to be more than strong enough for what we plan on doing, at least for a little bit. Plus, she's got the Ford 88 and all that. So we have a K20 right now, but we're going to use that to mock up everything. But we're eventually going to get a K24, put the K20 head on top of it, just because I would like to have just a little bit more displacement. It doesn't.
Well, it's not necessarily displacement. It breathes a lot better. It's a lot better breathing.
I saw a video, and it was guy took K20 head, K24 block, but he de-stroked it.
Yeah.
To a K22. Not K22, 2.2 liter, but and he had his reasoning behind it, but it makes sense. But he's also talking about for pushing 1,000 horsepower, which I'm not going to do.
Yeah.
Okay, look. If we're going to go 1,000, we're going to build it. Okay. But if we're going to go with Honda OEM, we're going to fucking push 6.7.
Boosted Boys has proven plenty of times you can run 1,000 horsepower on a stock block.
Reliably?
Yes.
Really? I need to watch them.
That video I was watching earlier, Router Seed, they made 1043.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty sick.
I'd love to build an all-wheel drive turbo minivan.
I'd love the all-wheel drive Duke, honestly, especially if we were rotary. Can you imagine a 8,000 RPM launch?
Stretch the nose on her a little bit, like Rob Knob with the RX-7.
We wouldn't have to. Them rotors are short as hell.
No, but for more room, just make it more stable and for the front.
You don't need stability.
You will want stability.
No, just fucking push it back. Pull it back. Pull the engine back a little bit. Kind of like those, like the E250s, whatever, has like right up against the firewall. But if we can just drop it out the bottom, it's not a big deal. You know. Then you'll have plenty of room to put your chunk. You'll have weight further in the back, which for Duke is great because it's a pick-em-up truck and has no weight in the back.
We'd still have to stretch the front end to get the axles on it with the wheel well. It won't scoot back far enough unless we just like cut the firewall out of it.
Duke is a race truck.
Duke is a race truck.
Duke is going to be a down dirty, whatever we need to do race truck.
Look, I only paid $2,500 for him, and that was a hell of a steal. For as good of a truck as he was, therefore.
He still is. Shit.
Well, I'm just saying for when he was running. Almost 200,000 miles. I think he may have 200,000 miles. We may have to look at that.
I think Pseudo is the highest mileage vehicle in the fleet.
If you refer back to one of the hub video, the test drive, it is at 253, 253.
It is actually crossed over 254 at this point.
We're at 254,000 miles on those two though.
And you know what? If she can make it to 300,000,
I think she's got 300,000 in her all day long. You may have to do some differential work.
if she can make it to 350, I'll retire her and I'll start building her.
Are we gonna lower her and put her on the rims like I like?
No, not like you like.
No, not like a lot one up there, but like tuner style.
Oh, tuner style, yeah.
Like the ones I seen.
I'd like some good 5 spokes.
Yeah,
You know.
this one, like the ones I sent you a while back.
Similar, yes. So
Luckily, we have about the same taste in certain cars.
it's close. Sometimes
Some
our
of it
tastes are a
clashes,
little,
but I
yeah.
mean, some of it,
We usually find a compromise at that point.
but they always look good.
It will end up looking good no matter what. Every race car is a show car, but not every show car.
It's a race car.
Damn straight.
Sometimes they gotta be like Bertha's. She's gonna be low and not Bertha. She's Betsy. Bertha was the name I was gonna name.
Bertha's the name of my jack.
Yeah, Black Bertha. Yeah, she don't jack very well.
Actually, Black Betty. You're throwing that out there. You thrown that out there earlier.
Yeah, it's either it was Bertha before. Now she's Black Betty.
Listen, man. Plans are subject to change. Duke was going to get like a 460. He was also going to get like a Coyote or even an LS at one point. And now we're thinking about rotary. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, don't bank on that. Because by the time we put an engine in it, it's liable to be a diesel. Okay?
I think we should find another engine for the diesel. Find an extended cab, put some dual fenders on the rear.
Or if it's like a rear engine diesel. For like a wheelie truck.
I've been thinking about that for something.
That'd be kinda cool. We need a transaxle though.
Well, BS for Build, they took and made an Apocalypse race car. And they used a Corvette motor, transmission, and rear differential. And turns out you can take and bolt the regular 4L60 belt housing onto that rear end or transfer or transaxle, and you can move the motor all the way up to the back. And that would be really sick. Put
No
in
shit.
something. No shit.
Speaking of no shit, I have one dream. I have one automotive dream. My wife is tired of hearing about it. Christian's eventually going to be tired of hearing about it until it's done.
I doubt it.
I want to get a school bus, and I want to cut the floor pan out of it and rebuild it, restructure it to where it's really strong, and make it to where the back of it folds down. And I want to make my own drive-on toter.
No, I'm not going to get tired of hearing about that.
Are you
because
not?
I've wanted to do that for years.
That's pretty tight, isn't it?
I've wanted to do that.
Like we said just a little bit ago, our views pretty much align. It is what it is. So,
Forgot to mention, I got us another car for the channel.
what you got now?
It's like a 90 model Beretta, Chevy Beretta.
The fuck is a Beretta?
It's an old 90s Chevrolet that they made a couple hundred of.
Is it a car? Is it a
Yeah,
truck?
it's a car.
2-door, 4-door?
Two-door.
4-cylinder?
No. 2.8 V6.
No shit.
5-speed.
No shit.
No shit.
Rear-wheel drive?
That's all.
Ah, you lost me. You had me and then you lost me.
Look. They're fun.
No, you know what we need to find?
What's up?
A brat.
We found one.
We need one that runs that won't be cut in half if we fucking buy it.
We probably talk them into letting us buy it.
Hey, that rule that you guys have so nobody like fucks up,
Drag
can you
car
just
only.
not?
Drag car only.
Yeah, dude, we don't need a title.
Rally car only. It'll be for events only. If you see us driving on the street, we'll give you permission to come tow the bitch and scrap it. We'll yank everything.
You gotta
out
catch
of it.
us.
Yeah, but they will have permission to try to.
You can try. Everybody can try. I don't guarantee your success. But
Look,
you can try.
you'll either catch us, see us wrapped around a fucking tree. Old Gates smacking the ass in a pseudo over there.
Yeah, they got a thing going on.
What do
If you
call it?
enjoyed this little Q&A, leave us a like, comment any other questions you might want to have or what you want to see in the future, and subscribe to keep up with our projects. Till then, we've been Shadetree Hot Rods. We'll catch you later.